Low tides, night runs, bad decisions, Ace, Jerms, and Pete. What could go wrong? This is Lost and Wandering.
Yo, what's up guys? Welcome to Lost and Wandering Volume 2. I'm Pete Capel, your host. I am in Charleston, South Carolina with my boy, Austin Young, back there, making him work today. It's his day off. This episode, we are gonna do two pretty cool things. One, we're camping. So hitting up some of the islands around Charleston, South Carolina, and we're gonna be doing some camping. The other thing that we're doing is we've got 3 TFO rods with us, an Axiom 2, a Mangrove Coast, and a Blitz. So 2 8-weights and a 7-weight, and we're gonna show you guys that we can catch redfish on all 3 of those rods and that they're great rods for it. Now, yesterday I had to get the reel spooled up, so I stopped by, saw the guys over at Rivers and GLEN in Charleston. Now, if you haven't already, check out Lost and Wandering Volume 1. I'm here in Charleston, South Carolina. We're about to go check out Rivers and GLEN. I got a chance yesterday to go check out their sister store in Savannah, Georgia. Awesome shop. Got to hit the water with, you know what? Here, you guys watch this. Look, Kyler Gardner, he runs the show. Dude, tell us a little bit about the fly shop, what you guys got going on inside here.
Yeah, man. Well, welcome first and foremost. Like Pete said, you're pretty much in the heart of our store right now, located at the center of downtown Savannah. This building's a 4-story building, full packed of anything for fly fishing or wing shooting. Other perks of being downtown is after getting off the water, after a bird hunt, you can enjoy the downtown scene here, whether it's great nightlife, great food, a lot of stuff to do in this area.
After checking out the shop, Kyler and I made our way down to the ramp to meet up with Brett, the assistant shop manager. We had an evening flood lined up and high hopes of putting in on my first Georgia redfish. As the water crept into the grass and golden light soaked through the marsh, we covered ground, scanned for tails, and waited for that one chance. Sometimes the fish have their own plans. The sun dropped and so did our window. With time working against us, I had to pack it up and head north. Charleston was calling and I had to meet up with Luke at the Rivers and GLEN shop up there.
All right, so now that you've learned a little bit about the Savannah shop, we're gonna go inside, we're gonna talk to Luke, learn a little bit more about the fly shop, and tomorrow we're gonna hit the water with my buddy and good friend, Austin Young, and do a little camping. So you guys make sure you hit like, hit subscribe, and stay tuned. I'm here inside of Rivers and GLEN in Charleston, South Carolina. We got a chance to check out the shop in Savannah yesterday, hang out with Kyler and Brett, which you guys have already seen. So tell me a little bit, Luke, what we've got going on here in the shop.
Yeah, appreciate y'all coming by. We're here right on the corner of Mill Street on Shem Creek in Rivers and GLEN, Charleston. We have a diverse selection of everything you could think of fly fishing and wing shooting, kind of all the clothing and other accessories to go along with it. Our big points this time of year, we're selling a lot of redfish flies and outfitting people traveling all around the world, and all sorts of different rods, reels, the guns, and all the clothing to go along with it.
What are we going to be getting into on the water a little bit?
It looks like an evening flood later today, which is kind of our bread and butter here in Charleston, is fishing that flooded Spartina grass, and it's one of the major draws to this area.
And if you guys want to learn a little bit more about the fly shop, Luke and I just sat down, we recorded a podcast, so check it out up there, give it a listen. If that doesn't sell you on coming to Charleston, then call the shop and Luke will sell you personally.
We'll sell you, yeah.
But right now, Austin's working hard to put me on a redfish, so I need to put the camera down and pick up a rod.
For the 3 TFO rod challenge, I started off with the Axiom 2. We were fishing a falling tide and it didn't take Ace long to put me in front of the fish. If you're coming from the trout world, this is a fast action rod with a fairly light tip. The unusual high winds were kicking my butt a little bit, but in the end, well.
See his body working through the grass real tight? He's coming around the corner. There's 3 of them. There you go. Strip, strip, strip. They're right there, they're right there. He's eating. Got him.
There's like 7 or 8 of them.
That was a sick little pack eat right there, dude.
They were getting after it.
That was cool, dude. They came off the shallow to get that.
The fired up boys.
With a fish on the Axiom 2, it was time for Ace to get on the bow with the Mangrove Coast. This rod is classified as a moderate fast rod. It was the first TFO rod I owned, and it became one of my favorites quickly.
Ace on the board.
Got him.
Oh, and FYI,
Oh shit.
don't try to cast forward when your fly is caught in the grass behind you. Rods don't bend that way. I'm an idiot.
Oh, look at right off the bow. Look at
I
him.
see him.
That's like 20 fish, dude.
Now that I was done being dumb and had gotten that out of my system, it was time to see if we could catch a redfish on the Blitz. A fast action rod, the first time I threw one, I fell in love quickly.
Yes, dog.
At $450, I think this rod holds its own against the big names in fly rods. You know, like Winston and G. Loomis. It's definitely one of my favorite rods, and I have put all the way up to 42-inch redfish on this sucker.
Well, he's had enough of us. So, the 7-weight Blitz, we, after Ace hooked that fish with the Mangrove Coast, we just wanted to play it safe, and we went ahead and switched over to the Blitz to see if we could get a fish on that. So in terms of these rods, if you want a super, super fast action, this rod, TFO Blitz, all the way. I think Ace will agree with me. If you're a beginner, that Axiom, or you're coming from the trout world, that Axiom's gonna have a lot less action in it. So that's also a good rod to go with. And then if you want something in the middle, Mangrove Coast. But basically, this is one of my favorite rods, this 7-weight Blitz.
Rod challenge complete and the tide falling low, it was time to relax and take in the marsh for a bit before heading to camp for the night. The crash of redfish and scattering of shrimp makes low tide one of the best times to be in the... Lord knows I don't like narrating.
They're still coming at us. Smaller, but not the smallest. Let's get this guy in, we'll get another one. This fly has been it, dude.
All right, so three rods, 3 fish.
3 rods, 3 fish.
Which was your favorite?
Probably the Blitz.
Blitz?
It's pretty nice.
Dude, it's hard to beat that Blitz.
Yeah.
We're gonna go get camp squared away. We got an unexpected guest we're going to pick up too. We're gonna go pick up our buddy Jeremy Clark. He's gonna come eat dinner with us, camp with us for the night, and then hit the morning flood.
Yes, sir.
So.
And I think we're just about morning flood to maybe a little bit of the mid if we can, but
Oh, we fish in the mid.
yeah.
Dude, I mean, we
mid's
saw
been good.
We saw fish today, high tide, mid tide, low tide. Caught them on the mid, caught them on the low. We only saw one on the high, so.
Yeah, but very much so mid tide game today.
And just so like you guys didn't see any footage of that high tide because
It was rough.
it was rough. It was not
rough.
camera weather.
Yeah, it was gonna soak the camera if we probably pulled it out, but
Let's go find Jerms.
let's do it, man. lever. Again.
As we settled in to plan out the next morning's flood tide, I flew my drone into a tree. Apparently sport mode plus it being dark doesn't make for good flying conditions. I do think that is the end of me breaking things on Lost and Wandering. Definitely the end of drone shots for this series. You know how sometimes you sit around a fire and have a couple beers and your one friend comes up with a bad idea, not like a bad idea, but like a type 2 fun bad kind of idea? Yeah, this was one of those. You see, we decided to fish a flood tide flat about 15 miles from camp. Jeremy convinced us to run the river instead of packing up the truck and driving. Not that bad, right? Well, it was 42 degrees out and Ace doesn't run the skiff slowly. Finally on the flat with the sun coming up, still half frozen, but nothing a cup of fresh, hot, Real Fishing Roasters coffee. Yep, that's a shameless plug, completed. Can't fix.
What tide?
What's up?
Glad you're out here, man.
With the coffee and the rising sun warming us up, it was time to see if we could put a redfish or two in the boat.
There's one, yeah, right on this edge. He's in this next pocket right here. I don't see him now, but he was just on the other side of that wind wrinkle, coming this way.
Jerms, thanks for coming out.
Oh, thanks for having me, boys.
Sorry you lost your coffee.
With a fish on the board, we'd completely forgotten about cold weather. And now it was my turn to step up and see if I could put another fish in the boat.
I never saw him eat it.
I didn't eat it.
I don't.
I did too.
Hold on, Ace. Hold on, Ace.
When you got to come out with us.
Oh, me too, man. That's good stuff.
Awesome. This poor guy go.
This fish is like, really? These shenanigans?
Dude, that water is so warm. See you, bud. Thank you. That's not gonna work for you. That'll work. All right, guys. Ace, as always, man, awesome time on the water. Jerms, so glad you got to come out with us today, man, and camp with us. If you guys haven't, go check out Jerms' Insta. It's freaking insane. Jerms, 1977. Got it. And then if you want to fish Charleston, this is your guy right here. Ace Outdoors, Charleston, on the IG. Got links below. And if you're looking for a new rod, first rod, you know, you guys got to see all these TFOs in action with a little bit of our insight as to what we like and what we don't like. You can't go wrong with any of those three, either the Axiom, the Blitz, or the Mangrove Coast. I really don't think you can go wrong with any of those. My personal favorite is definitely the Blitz.
Yeah, I would have to agree. The Blitz is just a little, we had a lot of wind today too, and it was just a little bit more accurate with this wind for us. A little, you know, a little easier to cast and lay over, and we got some pretty good casts in front of these fish and caught some good ones today.
Definitely.
And yesterday.
And yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday the wind was even worse too.
So, there you go. Hit like, hit subscribe, all that stuff. I'm getting on the road. I'm headed to go hang out with my buddies down in Brunswick, Georgia. And we're gonna learn about On the Fly down there, On the Fly Outfitters in Brunswick. And we're gonna go catch some Georgia redfish. So, stay tuned.